Alright, so today we're going to talk about the relationship between Young's modulus, the interatomic spring constant, and the atomic diameter. By the end of this, we're going to have the interatomic spring constant is equal to Young's modulus times the atomic diameter. We're starting off here with the spring constant. I wrote interatomic spring constant. That's not actually correct. F is equal to the spring constant times the stretch. Young's modulus, which is force divided by the cross-section of the area divided by the change of the length over the initial length. And the atomic diameter, which can be derived from density and atomic mass. So starting out, we solve the force so that its K is equal to the mass times the gravity over the change of the length, which winds up being equal to this here, the number of springs in parallel over the number of springs in the series times the spring constant, where the number in parallel is the area of the cross-section over the density squared, and the number of series is the length divided by the density. Okay, so from there we go on to our next step. We know that the number of parallel is equal to these, so we can equate this equation as well as the number of series. When you do some simplifying, you get the area of the cross-section times the spring constant divided by the density times the length. When you know that, you can solve for the spring constant, which is the mass times gravity over the change of length, density times length over area. Mass times gravity is the force, so we can substitute that in. And then from there, it's pretty easy to derive Young's modulus, which is force over area divided by the change of length over the total length by doing some multiplication. And then, of course, the density is left over, so you multiply it by that, which leaves you with the spring constant is equal to Young's modulus times the atomic diameter.